Henry Ford famously once contended that a business that makes nothing but money is a poor kind of business. Now, while any for-profit entity by its very definition exists to make a profit, Martin Wolf of the Financial Times suggests that if a business substitutes making money for purpose, it will actually fail at both. What an interesting insight that is. Now, none of this is to minimize the importance of financial sustainability and prudence. I mean, after all, a business or a brand that cannot remain viable will have a very short-term impact regardless of its best intentions. Now, in an attempt to strike a balance between, altruism and pragmatism, Colin Mayer of Oxford Said Business School suggests that the esteemed and exceptional companies of the future will recognize the importance of, quote, producing profitable solutions to problems of people and planet. Now, to put this more simply and with slightly less alliteration, profit must flow from the pursuit of a broader social purpose. And see, the trusted brands of tomorrow will be known for doing just this. Now, interestingly, to validate this line of thinking, long-range studies have actually found repeatedly over many, many years that companies and organizations with a non-monetary focus actually earn more than profit-driven businesses over time. Now, here's the important principle. Clarity of purpose matters, regardless of what that purpose is. Now, as the old proverb tells us, if you don't know where you're going, any road, and you know what, any shortcut will get you there. You know, purpose is like a North Star by which you can take your bearings and remain on track. Amongst other things, clarity of purpose will inform things like the products and the services that you will choose to offer and those that you will choose not to over time. It informs the locations, the markets, the countries that you will compete in and those that you will steer clear of. It informs the yardsticks of success that determine what is a hit and what is a miss, what is success and what is failure. It informs the partners that you will align with and engage with and those that you won't. It informs the people that you will hire and those that you will choose not to. The internal culture that you allow or endorse and that which you simply will refuse to allow or endorse. Now, one of the world's most trusted brands, Patagonia, has won the hearts and minds of the marketplace through an unswerving commitment to their purpose of, and this is their stated purpose, saving our home planet. Now, while lots and lots of brands, many companies have a purpose related to environmental sustainability, Patagonia's devotion to the cause goes as far as to urge people, their customers, to reduce their environmental impact by not buying the company's products. Now, that is a commitment to the cause. In April 2019, Patagonia also took a bold and purpose-driven step of walking away from one of the most devoted customer groups they have, finance professionals. Now, on Wall Street, Patagonia is a brand that is well loved. Their fleece vests have almost become an unofficial uniform over the years. Now, despite this popularity, Patagonia announced they wouldn't be supplying any new corporate clients with co-branded products if the client company engaged in environmentally damaging activity. This is a move that will cut off much of its business with the Wall Street crowd. Certainly some criticise the move as brand activism that was gone too far, but Patagonia have reaped enormous rewards from being ruthlessly focused on purpose. They are trusted and admired like few other companies, certainly more than their competitors. Now, although many organisations have attempted to answer that why do we exist question by crafting vision or mission statements, these are all too often, a bit of a concoction of policies, practices, strategic aims and goals. True driving purpose, however, is more fundamental. It is more long-term and even philosophical than those things. Writing in the Harvard Business Review, my friend and colleague Graham Kenny of the consultancy Strategic Factors suggests that the unique power of purpose is that it forces an outward focus. It compels everyone in an organisation to put themselves in the shoes of those they are looking to serve. According to Kenny, a clear sense or statement of purpose is uniquely important as it becomes the philosophical heartbeat of an organisation. Now consider the purpose statement of some of the most enduring and successful brands over time, brands that are highly trusted. ING's purpose, to empower people to stay one step ahead in life and business. What about the purpose of Kellogg's? To nourish families so they can flourish and thrive. Well, you look at a brand like Dyson. Dyson's purpose is to solve the problems that others seem to ignore. So here are a few questions to help you articulate what your purpose is. What is your driving sense or reason for existence? The first question is, why do you exist? Now, a few years ago, I ran a program with the executive team, the leadership team of cosmetic giant Mary Kay. And I learned that one of the company's purposes right from the outset was attributed to the company's founder, Mary Kay Ash, who espoused the purpose as this: we are in the business, she said, of developing people. She said, cosmetics are just the vehicle. This inspiring and stunningly altruistic purpose has guided Mary Kay, the corporation, since 1963. So what is your answer to the question, why do we exist? What about the second question? How would you describe your business on the back of a t-shirt? How would you really condense it down? How could you capture the essence of your business, brand or organization in just a couple of words or in an image or with a short slogan? Third question, if you were to cease to exist tomorrow, what would be lost? Jim Collins and Jerry Porras, in their iconic book, Built to Last, posed this question in a different way. Why not shut the organization down, cash out and sell off the assets? Why not do that? What would be lost? Fourth question, what would make you volunteer? If you didn't need the money or there was no financial compensation available, what would motivate you to still give of your time and energy to the organization or the business? A few years ago, speaking at the Edinburgh International Film Festival, Robert Murdoch's daughter, Elizabeth, openly criticised her father's company, News Corporation, for operating with an absence of values. Elizabeth Murdoch observed that profit without purpose is a recipe for disaster, and that companies and their leaders need to reject the idea that money is the only effective measure of things. To this, she added that an absence of purpose could be the most dangerous thing in a capitalistic world. Now, Elizabeth Murdoch's views echo those of famed economist James Goodhart, who coined a well-known phrase that's often referred to as Goodhart's law. He said that when a measure becomes a target, it ceases to become a good measure. Now, profits are indeed a helpful and necessary measure of business success. However, the moment they themselves become the raison d'être, a dangerous dynamic develops. In the sage words of Confucius, conduct guided by profit is cause for much complaint. In order to win the admiration, the esteem, the trust of our marketplace in the years ahead, having a clear sense of purpose that transcends mere profitability will be absolutely vital.